Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Those who don't know me, I'm Rabbi Rafi. It is a pleasure, an absolute pleasure to be with you all this Shabbat. Sorry?
Turn it on.
What lighting?
Turn it on.
Oh, it's not on?
Now it's on.
No, it's on. Thank you. Thank you for bearing with me as I learn the technical ins and outs of being a rabbi. Before we begin to welcome Shabbat, I just want to invite us all to arrive. Maybe you've had a long week. Maybe you had a busy week. Maybe you had a hard week. Maybe you had a great week. I don't know. All these things are possible. But the thing that's uniting us all in this moment is that we're all here together right now. So I want to invite everyone to put both feet on the ground, sit up straight in your back in a way that's comfortable for you. Let's close our eyes for one moment. And let's take 3 breaths together as we arrive in this space and enjoy this beautiful day, this beautiful evening in Shabbat. So let's breathe in through our nose and out through our mouths. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And once more, in through your nose, hold it, and out through your mouth. Just as right now, we could hear the collective inhale and exhale that we each were doing, inhaling the beauty of Shabbat and exhaling the stress of the week. I want us to bear in mind that as we sing and pray together tonight, we're also doing that collective work. That we're not only individuals, we are a kahila, we are a community who are together welcoming Shabbat. We're going to turn to page 120 to light the candles of Shabbat.
It's our pleasure to invite up Jan Rose, who's visiting, to come and light the Shabbat candles.
At my temple in Fort Mill, South Carolina, we have trouble keeping the candles lit that are fire. This is something new. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. We're going to start our service on page 130 with L'chuna Ranana, Psalm 95. And the invitation, of course, is to participate, to sing along with us as we together cultivate this community. L'chuna Sheinu Nekadma Fanav Betodah Bizmirot Nari Alo We continue on page 132 in the last paragraph. Or zarua lat sadik ulayishrei lev simcha. Light is sown for those who are righteous, those who do the daily work of justice, and those who are upright in joy in their heart.
Continuing on page 136. Mi mismo le David avulatonai benelim. Mismo le David avulatonai kavod va'od.
עמו בשלום, אדוני עוש לעמו ייתן, אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום.
We turn to welcome the Shabbat bride, the Sabbath bride on page 138 with Lechado D. The Kabbalists used to go out into a big field before Shabbat, dressed in white, and they would dance and sing and welcome the Shabbat bride as she came down. And we're doing much the same right now, sitting in a beautiful place, a gorgeous place, truly like unlike any place I've ever lived, I will say. And so with new eyes, you can feel my gratitude. And as we welcome the Shabbat bride, I want us to hold that scene in our heads of these rabbis and their friends and their partners coming down to this open field and seeing the sun set and having the Sabbath bride descend down and welcoming that moment together.
לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת לקבלה. דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת לקבלה.
שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה. לך
דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת לקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת לקבלה.
מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה, קומי צי מתוכה
לך אלוהי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה וידותי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה והיו לשמצה שעושי ורחקו כל הבלי יסיס עלייך אלוהי כמסוס קטן על כלה לקלוני לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה לקלוני לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה
ימין ושמאל תפרוצי ואת אדוני תריצי על ידי איש בן פרצי בן ישמחה בן הגילה לתקלת
לך אלוהי לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה
Please rise.
לך אלוהי לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה
בואי בשלום, עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובשולה. תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה.
So now, as we are all standing, we take a moment to go and say Shabbat Shalom to each other. If you've seen someone that you haven't seen in a long time, please go and greet them. If you see someone that you don't know, for sure, please go and greet them. And you can move around.
Shabbat. Mizmor Shir. Shir Le'yom HaShabbat.
We invite you to return to your seats.
Mizmor Shir. Shir Le'yom HaShabbat.
Page 140.
Mizmor Shir. Shir Le'yom HaShabbat. 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 Mizmor Shir. Shir Le'yom HaShabbat.
Mizmor Shir. Shir Le'yom HaShabbat.
Mizmor Shir.
Shir Le'yom
HaShabbat.
We find the Chetzi Kaddish on page
144.
44. Could have told me, you know.
Yitkadav, Yitkadash, Shemei Rabbah. Ve'amad Yivrach Yiratei, Ve'emlik Malch Yiratei. B'chayechon, uvyomechon, uvchayedecho Beit Yisrael. Bagala, Bagala, Uvizman Kari, Vehimeru, Amen. Veheshvei Rabba Mevorach, Le'olam Le'omei Omaya, Yitbarach, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitbahar, V'yitromam, V'yitnaseh, V'yithadar, V'yithaleh, V'yithalal, Shemei Dekudisha, Brichu, Le'elam min kol berchata v'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechemata, Damiran ve'alma, ve'imeru, Amen.
Please rise as you're able for the call to worship the Baruch Hu on page 146. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch
Adonai Hamvorach, Le'olam Va'ed.
You may be seated. We read together on page 148 until the bracha, to the chatima. Blessed are you, please read with me. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzvaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. 6 lines from the bottom in the Hebrew. Umavir yom, umevi laila, umavdil ben yom uven laila, Adonai Tzvaot Shemo, El Chai v'Kayam, Tamid Yimloch Aleinu Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai
Uvaru Shemo.
Hamariv Haravim. Page 150, Ahavat Olam, the everlasting love that God has for us, that we have for one another, that we enact in this world daily. Ah.
משפטים, אותנו לימדת, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו בשוכבנו, וחומנו נשיח בחוקיך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך ומצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגדי יומם ולילה, נגדי יומם ולילה. באהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל, אוהב עמו ישראל. Shema on page 152. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Behavta on page 154.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Adonai Elohechem Emet. We read to ourselves silently on page 156. Emet v'emunah. You work wonders on number marvels beyond count. You was lighting by your footsteps. On page 158, we will turn to the Michamocha, but I want you to imagine for a moment the context in which these words were first written in the Torah. In Parshat B'Shalach, in the book of Exodus, as we're leaving Egypt, our tradition teaches us that a brave man named Nachshon ben Aminadab took the first step into the water, and that's what caused the waters to split. The Israelites, the children of Israel, not knowing what was coming next, they went through the waters. You can imagine their left side, their right side, these giant walls of water. They've never seen anything like this before in their entire lives. As we sing this melody of Michamocha that I'm going to introduce to you all, it's a call and response melody. And when I sing it, what I like to imagine is that there's Nachshon and Miriam and Moses and all of them in the front, and they're singing the first part, and all of the children of Israel are responding back. So I'm going to sing a line, you're going to sing it back to me. We're going to keep going like that. We're going to flow through it together. We're going to get through the waters together. We're going to get to the other side. And we're going to tune. Thank you for coming through the waters with us.
Page 160.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom v'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom v'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Ashkirenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim Ashkirenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim.
Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim ve'al kol ha'olam. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, over Jerusalem, and over all the peoples of the world. We turn now to Vishamru on page 162. We read together in the English on the top, the people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat throughout the ages as a covenant for all time. It is a sign for all time between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days Adonai made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day God ceased from work and was refreshed. I also feel refreshed. I hope you guys all do too. We turn to the Amidah, to private prayer on page 164. We'll start by singing together, Adonai Svatati Tach V'Yagi Tilatecha. We will go into private prayer. Please rise in body or in spirit.
Adonai
Sifatai Tiftach
Sifatai Tiftach
Ufi
Ufiyagim
Tehilatecha
Tehilatecha Adonai
Open up my lips,
Open up my lips
that my mouth
That my mouth
may declare your praise.
may declare your praise.
We're going to continue on the handout. Master of peace, creator of all, you made this world with order and purpose, yet we find ourselves in conflict and division.
Teach us to seek peace, not as an escape, but as a responsibility.
Help us uproot arrogance, anger, and fear. Let us not be ruled by hatred or the desire to conquer.
May we learn to see dignity in every person, even those with whom we struggle.
There are those still searching for home, those exiled by war, by fear, by forces beyond their control.
Gather in the scattered, open the doors for those who long to return.
Do not let us be complacent. Do not let us surrender to despair. Make us builders, healers, seekers of justice.
Let us not wait for peace to arrive. Let us work for it with our hands and with our words.
May it be your will, O source of peace, that swords be turned into plowshares, that we choose understanding over fear, and that peace is not just prayed for, but lived. Please join me in the Hebrew. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'nomar amen.
As we stay on the handout, we turn to blessings for healing, those who need healing and sustenance in body and spirit and emotion and physicality, all kinds of healing. I think each of us could probably use healing in a different way. And in this moment, we turn our minds towards those who are in the most dire need. And so as my hand crosses over, please say the name of those who you want to hold in our hearts as we say this, El Narifan Allah, as our prayer for healing.
Scott Van Gundy, Dave Stahl, Batya Peters, Sandra Goldberger, Mira Engel, Radine Coven, Debbie Pink, Rich Zabridger, Meredith Cooper, Robert Bergman, Melanie Weil, Catherine Zweig, Ken Crown, Alex Goldberger, Nancy Myers, Davida Rosenbaum, John Gittleman, Judy Sutton, Bernice Paris, Ellie Johnson, Jeff Brown, Ellen Seiss, Judy Verratti. El Naz on your handout. Wish a refuah shlema.
Thank you. Shabbat Shalom. So I saw an angel last Sunday. Maybe 2, maybe 6, maybe even a couple dozen, give or take. But maybe better put, my eyes were opened to seeing the possibility of angels all around us. In Jewish tradition, angels are not as we think of them in Renaissance paintings. The biblical Hebrew word for angel, malach, also means messenger. So when an angel appears in our parshiot, our Torah portions, it's a signal to us as readers and as listeners to pay attention. Something important is coming. In our tradition, angels are not only winged beings. They're the moments, the people, and the interruptions that remind us of who we are and who we can be. In this week's Torah portion, when the Moabite king Balak, threatened by the Israelites' military might, hires the sorcerer Bilam to curse the Israelites, it is an angel that stops Bilam from his curse and instead opens his eyes to bless the Israelites with the familiar words, and if I start and you know it, say it with me, Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov, mishkenotecha Yisrael. Beautiful, it sounded great. How wonderful are your tents, descendants of Jacob. How beautiful are your sanctuaries, people of Israel. But before Bilam offers this famed blessing, he learns to see the angel that is easily missed, just like I did last week. Before he himself can see his trusty steed, his Jenny, which I've learned is the proper term for a female donkey, is the one who recognizes the angel. It is the donkey's humility before this messenger, a humility that Bilam does not yet possess, that stops her and allows her to bear witness to who is before her. Bilam ignores the angel, the signs, the moments, the interruptions right in front of him. Every single day in the Tenderloin at Glide Memorial Church, over 2,000 meals are served to the neighborhood's residents. The Tenderloin, a neighborhood in San Francisco ravaged by a lack of social services and overcome by the plagues of fentanyl addiction and homelessness, has been served by the staff and volunteers of Glide for over 50 years. As Glide puts it, they put love into action by treating people with the dignity and respect that being created in the image of God demands. So, last Sunday, I was invited to volunteer and come to Glide's Sunday celebration by my friend, Rabbi Michael Lizak, the director at the Glide Foundation Center for Social Justice. My sister, Rabbi Hannah Ellenson, there's many Rabbi Ellensons in the world, my sister introduced us a long time ago, and when he found out that I was moving to the Bay, he wanted to invite me to see some of the work they do at Glide. After sleeping over at my cousin's home, I woke up at 5:30 a.m. to take the bus to the Tenderloin. Getting off the bus as the day was breaking, sunlight peeking through the characteristic morning fog of San Francisco, I scurried through the neighborhood, quick as my legs could carry me, to get to Glide for my volunteer shift, serving breakfast in what's called the coffee house, a more intimate dining room for those in need who are elderly, have disabilities, or who come with children. The joy I felt doing the simple, needed work of showing up was deep. It was nourishing for my soul. Serving meals with a smile on my face and a hairnet on my head was an easy way, not that I have so much hair, but was an easy way to do the day-to-day work of social justice. And the people I met were wonderful. Not only the volunteers, though the Cooper family was fantastic. They're a group of folks who come to Glide every Sunday with 3 generations in tow. But the people I had the privilege of feeding were these hidden angels. Some of these messengers showed up with hole-ridden clothing, others with matted hair, or a loyal pet pit bull by their side. Some of them had old Tupperware that they put their second helpings into. Others reminded me of my nephews when they asked for so much syrup to cover their pancakes that the food looked more like a smoothie. But that's how they wanted it, and I was more than happy to deliver. I thought back to my walk, perhaps more of a jog, really, when I had gotten off the bus in the Tenderloin. In my anxiety, I miss the chance of witnessing angels, messengers, who might otherwise bring me to my senses. Of course, danger is real, perhaps especially so in places where services are scarce. Still, I wonder what I missed by speeding through the neighborhood as the sun's rays began to shine through the streets. What assumptions was I carrying? What else might I have seen had I not rushed through in fear? Of course, sometimes we miss these messengers altogether in spite of our best efforts. The angel appears right in front of us and we just keep walking. Or we look, or we explain away. That's also a part of being human. But the thing about these angels is that they can redirect us. They refocus our behaviors on what is truly important and needed in the world. Though Bilam rejects King Balak's increasingly generous offers to curse the Israelites, at first, he eventually agrees to do so despite a warning from God. You cannot curse these people, God says, because they are blessed. Later, when Bilam's donkey, his Jenny, sees the angel and she stops in her tracks, Bilam, in his anger, strikes her. And in a surprising moment, she speaks to him, reprimanding him for his violence. When Bilam admits to his wrongdoing, our text says, and God uncovered Bilam's eyes, and he saw the messenger of God standing in his way. Sometimes, we need someone else to stop us before we can see the unobvious beauty that is right in front of us. While the people I served were in dire need, they all treated me with warmth and kindness. They responded to my "Good morning, I'm Rafi," with a smile, a good morning in return, and even short conversation at times. I'm not trying to claim that each of these moments was individually profound, but they reminded me of what Rabbi Lizak taught me. I have heard him say, when you see these people so often ignored, you are looking at the image of God. We are all created in the image of God, and some of us are messengers, angels, who arrive to remind us to do what is right in the world. My morning at Glide was a reminder to recommit myself to the daily work of justice, not only the romantic rally, but the regular, constant work of helping people live lives of dignity, work that many of us are already doing in ways both seen and unseen in so many parts of our lives. When Bilam, unable to curse the Israelites as he, quote, can only speak the words that God places in his mouth, says, Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov, mishkenotecha Israel. How wonderful are your tents, descendants of Jacob. How beautiful are your sanctuaries, people of Israel. We sometimes forget how he continues. The blessing goes on, like waterbeds that stretch out, like gardens that grow beside a river, like aloe plants planted by God, like cedars next to water. May those who bless you be blessed. As we continue the work of seeing the angels, the messengers among us, and training ourselves to bravely recognize them, may we be blessed, and the people we go on to serve be blessed, to live lives of health, dignity, and unmitigated joy. In other words, may we open our eyes in humility, awareness, and amazement to the angels that appear in the world. I am grateful to be in this work with all of you. Shabbat Shalom. We turn now to page 588 for a slightly different Aleinu. But first, we're going to invite all the kids who want to come and open the ark. Before you rise, though, all the kids who are here, come on up. Open the ark, you'll get a lollipop. Come on up. It's also good for the sake of doing it, but you also get a lollipop. So I want to share a brief thing about the Aleinu that, right here. Yeah, hi friend. How are ya? Do you want to go right to the ark? So if you notice on page 588, in the center of the page, a little bit above, 4 lines above in the top Hebrew paragraph, there's a line there that I think is a distillation of so much of what I just taught about, and much of what I think Judaism teaches us. V'hashevota el levavecha ki Adonai hu ha'Elohim, which I like to understand as take it to heart, presence is godliness. And as we end our service tonight, as we go out into the world, we reassert as we say these words that presence is godliness. That when we show up, that is us enacting the image of the divine that we are each created in. So this melody is a call and response also of this phrase. And we're going to come together at the end with the familiar close to Aleinu that we all know. So I invite you to rise in body or in spirit as we sing these words. Please repeat after me and then sing together. All together. Thank you for helping us.
You may be seated.
Sure.
We're going to begin first with those who have yard sites, the names of those who have yard sites this week, and then we'll invite mourners to share the names of those they are remembering. We remember those who died at this season in years past: Annabelle Panish, Arnold Perlmutter, Bernard Zeldow, Bernice Green, Bertha Fishman, David Micah Booth, Esther Dine, Hannah Glickhouse, Hetty Baumstein, Henry Wisnia, Judy Hoffman, Marshall Cinnamon, Marvin Browndorf, Morton Bakar, Robert Gordon, Roland Wessels, Rose Levin. If you are in the first 7 days of mourning Shiva, please rise and share with us who you are remembering. If you are in the first 30 days of mourning Shloshim, please rise and share with us who you are remembering. If you are in the cycle of the first year of mourning, please rise and share with us who you are remembering. Bill Rubright, my uncle. If you have a yard site this week, an anniversary of someone's passing, please rise and share with us who you are remembering. And now you can support our community by standing or sitting, joining us with your voices or your hearts for Kaddish Avilim, the Mourner's Kaddish, on page 598. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah,
Amen.
ba'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'vyomechon, u'v'chayei t'kol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olamei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekudisha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechamata. Damiran be'alma v'imru Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabbah min Shemaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, v'yaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru Amen. May the memories of your dear ones always be a blessing in your life, and to all of your loved ones, Yehei zichram baruch. You may be seated. It is our pleasure to invite up our President, Stuart Katzman, to share some announcements with us.
Yeah, for the folks at home.
For the folks at home, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat
And,
Shalom.
what a beautiful evening. What a great way to enter this Sabbath time. And I think we take it for granted the work that goes into the preparation for these services every single week. So a lot of gratitude to all of our service leaders. But on this night, a very special, heartfelt welcome and gratitude to Rabbi Rafi Ellenson, who we don't do proctored exam or lab practicals, but if we did, I think you hit it out of the park. And welcome to our wonderful community.
Thank you. Thank you.
And on behalf of the entire board and clergy and staff, just some announcements, and as always, they're always on our website. Tomorrow at 11:30 is Tat Shabbat, followed by the Shabbos table and Kiddush lunch, and you do have to register online. This Sunday, the 13th, 9 a.m., there's a community garden. Rachel has done an incredible job of spearheading a renovation of our garden that's just behind the sanctuary, and if you haven't seen it for a while, you should sneak on back there. But if you want to come at 9 o'clock Sunday morning and lend a hand, all are welcome. Sunday at 11:30 to 1 p.m., there's a family fun art and meet Rabbi Rafi time. Ages 0 to 17 are all welcomed. Parents are also welcomed. I think they're actually strongly encouraged. And
Strongly encouraged.
come
Yes.
to meet Rabbi Rafi. Dive into a hands-on project. There is no cost, but we would prefer you to register online. Tuesday this week, 5:30 p.m. is also a garden time. Come on over and lend a hand if you can. And just a couple other things. July 15th, which I think is sometime this week, the Early Bird Youth Program registration deadline ends. So if you have kids, you want to register for Kulanu, the K through 6, the Hebrew, 3rd through 6th JET, and 7th to 12th grade classes. It's $200 discount, ends after the 15th. Sunday, July 20th and Monday, July 21st, from 10 to 3 p.m. both days, Sunday, Monday. Again, spearheaded by Rachel. Join us for a fun community 2-day earth oven workshop where you can learn how to build a beautiful, functional wood fire oven from natural, sustainable materials. Come help us create one back there in the garden, and you'll learn how to do it at home if you want. So, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you.
We just want to also wish safe travels. That we know we have some members here this evening that are heading off to Hadar for the intensive that begins on Sunday. or Monday, one of the two, Sunday, and we have some that are already in New York, so we are wishing all of you safe travels, and we look forward to hearing what you learned when you come back. I am having seriously FOMO, so.
We'll turn to page 122 for sorry?
No, go.
Oh, sorry, no, please.
Go, no, go.
Are you sure? Okay. We'll turn to
you
page
go.
100. No, you go. No, you. No, you. No, you. We'll be here all night. We're going to turn to page 122 for Kiddush, to sanctify the day. And as we are about to do this, I want us to think for one moment about the psalmist who talks about Kosi Revaya, my cup overflows. And it's the tradition of some to literally overflow your Kiddush cup. So before we sanctify the day, as we make it official that it's really Shabbat here, I want us to close our eyes for one moment and think of one moment from this past week that made your cup overflow. You feeling of gratitude you might feel. Please rise as you're able. Vayir vayvach yom hashishi, vayechulu hashamayim ve'haaretz, ve'chol tzevam, vayechal Elohim bayom hashvi, melachto asher hasa, vayishpot bayom hashvi, mikol melachto asher hasa. Vayivarech Elohim et yom hashvi, vayikadesh oto, ki bo Shabbat mikol melachto, asher bara Elohim lasot. Savri
L'chaim.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri agafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzav banu, v'shabbat kodsho v'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila v'nikra'e kodesh, zecher etziat Mitzrayim, ki vanu v'acharta v'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon inchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Amen. L'chaim.
L'chaim.
We'll close with a blessing for us all. The priestly blessing, which can be found on page 603.
We invite you to stand by your children if you have children here, or by your family of choice.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God. Oh, sorry. Oh. Yesimech Elohim kesara Rivka Rachel Chelea. May God inspire you to live like Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. Yesimcha Elohim Ephraim Menashe. May God inspire you to live like Ephraim and Menashe. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. May God's face shine upon you and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May you feel the presence of God's peace always, and may you always know peace. Can you hear Ratzon? Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Shalom Ahava Yisrael Hamcha Chasim Le'olam. Shalom Ahava Yisrael Hamcha Chasim Le'olam. Ki אתה הוא מלך אדון לכל השלום. כי אתה הוא מלך אדון לכל השלום. שלום לך ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום לך ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשומרך. שלום אהבה ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום אהבה ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. שלום רב תשים לעולם. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.